Hi everyone, and welcome to another New York Mets franchise video for episode 16 after episode 15 was a very nice one as we did really well against the Milwaukee Brewers, sweeping the 4-game set. So that definitely was very promising that we were able to, get some more wins under our belt without having to win one, lose one, and all that craziness that the normal Mets usually do. And now we get to face the Atlanta Braves for the first time this season, Jacob deGrom against Max Fried. So this will be a good one as we are facing yet another left-hander. So that's pretty interesting that we have been facing so many left-handers in a row. That is not something that usually happens, but so far what I like is that when we had the good game yesterday, I was able to get this back end of the bullpen really nice and rested, so that's good for Jake. I don't know why deGrom is not fully rested. That's extremely unfortunate. When we look at the Braves, this definitely is not going to be easy line to navigate around. Oh my gosh. Are there any easy outs this line? You have Austin Riley batting 8th. Oh my goodness. Not going to be easy for Big Jake and company. All right, we'll see what happens, but I mean, in a normal season, going up against the Atlanta Braves is just very important since they are the back-to-back division winners. So you do want to win those head-to-head matchups. That's the only way you'd really give yourself a chance in the division. So far this season, we have a better record than them, so that's good. But you know what? It's more so about what's going to happen in real life during the regular season. I mean, how often would the Mets even face the Braves? You know what I mean? Because it's just like if you're changing the leagues and changing the divisions, who knows what the schedule is going to look like with double headers and such. So we'll see what happens. Who's in Arizona? Maybe Florida and Arizona, if that thing could even get passed. I don't know. It's really, really stinks. We'll see what happens. All right, but going up against Ozzie Albies, Jacob deGrom's first pitch of the night is low for ball 1. Nice to be back home, back in Citi Field, where you get to see the apple go up when we hit home runs. Don't have to deal with fireworks and the shadows of Miller Park. So definitely nice to be back home. And you know what? That's the other sad thing I keep saying is that, like, even if this Arizona thing does go through, like, we're not even going to see the Mets play at Citi Field. Like I said, there will be no apple going up. There won't be a Let's Go Mets chant because there's no fans. You know what I mean? No matter where they play. So, I don't know. It just takes away from it so much. And I feel like with the proposal that I've heard and all the different ideas, like the amount of changes they're making to regular baseball, it doesn't seem like regular baseball. It feels like something else, which kind of defeats the purpose in my mind. So I don't know. I mean, I made a video about it, just like my whole thoughts on the entire plan. And, I'm just not crazy about it. I think it's really unfair to the players. Just the way that they have to play doubleheaders in 115-degree weather. They don't get to see their families for months. They don't get to interact with their teammates. They don't get to go anywhere. They have to be isolated in some hotel in Phoenix. Like, I don't know, that just doesn't sound like fun at all. So, no one's there to cheer for them or, root them on. I mean, so who are they playing for, really? It's really odd. Falling behind Freddie Freeman 2-0 here. Got to be careful. He's one of the better players in the National League. Like always, a guy that haunts the Mets big time. So, definitely don't want to give him anything to hit. But the thing is, you can't really navigate too much around Freddie Freeman when you have a Ronald Acuna on deck. So you definitely have to be very careful. A 3-2 from deGrom. Freddie Freeman cracks it to deep right field. Michael Conforto going back, gets under it. 2 out, and the runner will stay at second. Going up against Max Fried, one of the Braves' young pitchers. They have a few of those guys. I think of people like Soroka and Fultonevich. So it's definitely going to be extremely important for these young pitchers to step up for Atlanta, for them to take the next step. We know what Freeman and Acuna and Albies and all these other offensive players are capable of, but they have to do it pitching as well. The Braves have made as many moves as they can for the bullpen, just because they win divisions, but once you win the division, you got to do more than that. You got to try to go deep into the playoffs. As Marisnick puts one in the alley, gets to start it off with a leadoff double. Look at Jake Marisnick getting promoted to the leadoff spot, making things happen. Wow, he's heating up a little bit. I like that. So an RBI opportunity for Jeff McNeil, nice and early. Oh, McNeil goes the other way. Base hit going right against the shift. That's an RBI double that will plate Jake Marisnick and put the New York Mets up ahead 1-0. Very nice hitting there by Jeff McNeil. I mean, sometimes it's nice not always having him lead off because he is such a good hitter. that it would be nice that when he gets hits, he could drive in some runs. So, not a terrible idea, but that's the thing with him and Nimmo and just McNeil Jones. He's such a good hitter. You literally could bat him anywhere, and he could be productive for you. Conforto right at the pitcher. Fried picks it up and throws out Conforto. Oh, man. I wonder if he's okay. Let's see. Are they going to cut to check on him? Oh, he's a little limpy there. What's going on? Tyler Flowers having a chat with him? Looking at his leg? Alright, he's moving around a little bit. Oh, they call. No, wait, look, he waved off the trainer. He's okay. Oh, man. I wouldn't mind knocking him out in the first inning just so I can just get to their bullpen early and mess them up for the rest of the series. But it's okay. JD! Wow. Ground out. That ends the inning. We get a run, but, I mean, I feel like it could have been more. At the end of 1-0 New York. 2-2 from deGrom. Wow, they're going to advance on that with 17 speed. And, oh, here we go. Ramos back to throwing it in the freaking outfield. You got to be kidding me right now. Ramos takes that fastball the other way for a base hit. And I'm going to stop at first with that 0 speed. I really can't make anything happen with that. Wow.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Slider right down the middle. McNeil, good timing. Can't put in contact. A guy who's one of the best contact players in baseball cannot put a pitch right down the middle in play. Of course. Oh, good timing again. Wow. I mean, it makes no sense. We're talking about guys like deGrom, guys like McNeil, who are, some of the better players in baseball, but deGrom's 2-2 hangs right down the middle for a home run for Marcell Ozuna. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. I don't understand how Jacob deGrom is this bad. I honestly, I pitch better with Porcello than I do with deGrom, which is a joke. deGrom had like 3 better ERA as far as runs. It's ridiculous. I mean, look, he throws it right. I'm trying to throw it down, and deGrom throws it right down the middle. There we go, double play ball. Dom Smith. Nunez. Dom Smith. 2 out. Freddie Freeman. Grounds 1 to Nunez. 3 out. I mean, as far as runs given up, a good game from deGrom. Obviously, I had that huge error where Ramos threw the ball into the outfield, like always, for a run to score. But, I mean, I really should be able to go much deeper into this game with deGrom because honestly, he sucks in this game. That's the truth. He cannot throw a strike. He really can't. And the other thing is he can't throw it where he wants to. That's what really drives me nuts. I don't even know who to go to right now. I mean, it's the 5th freaking inning. Like, who do I go to? I guess Rosario? I mean, what the heck? I hate pulling deGrom after 5. I want him to go, much deeper into games. Because he's supposed to. That's what he does in real life. He doesn't just have such a hard time getting hitters out there. He doesn't get to go deep into games. See if my buddy Betances could do anything. Oh my gosh, no wonder I avoid this guy. Look at him. Look at him go. Here he goes. I honestly I can't put it to words the way I feel about this guy Betances. And none of them are good. Nice catch back and forth, but still. I'm saying where is that? He's going. Jeff McNeil drives one deep right field. Nick Markakis going back, looking up. It's out of here. Upper deck. Jeff McNeil goes yard to finally put the Mets in front as we finally get a big hit. Way to the 7th inning, but a huge 2-run shot by Jeff McNeil to put us out in front. AJ Minter, not exactly the best reliever in the Braves bullpen. They definitely have better options than him, but you know what? We faced Melanson, We faced a couple other guys. They haven't gone to Chris Martin or Will Smith or anyone like that yet, but McNeil got a pitch he could drive, squared it up, and it's out of here. Tell you what, it was a big walk that Marisnick drew to get on base for McNeil to give us that extra run, because that's the difference between it being a tied game and us having to lead. I'm too busy talking. I can't focus to strike out. It seems to me that it looks like a lot of pitchers nowadays using sliders as kind of like off-speed pitches, because the speed differential between his fastball and slider is pretty significant. I've been seeing that with a lot of pitchers lately. It used to be where like the slider was, you know, kind of close to the fastball for some pitchers, but other guys not so much. As now Ramos unloads one to deep left field. Back goes Ozuna, back at the wall. It's out of here. A 2-run homer for Wilson Ramos, and the New York Mets are waking up here in the 7th inning as the apple goes up again and our lead extends. That was a big shot by Wilson Ramos, and again, a big walk by J.D. Davis. And always, you know, drawing a walk just gives you an extra base runner to drive in. So again, instead of 1 run, it is 2 runs. So definitely needed that, because against this Braves lineup, this game is not over. We need all the runs we could get to give a lead for our bullpen to protect. You know, don't want our bullpen to crumble like the way the Braves has in this 7th inning. 1-2 from Lugo. Struck him out. 1-2 from Lugo. Struck him out. Back-to-back punch-outs from Seth Lugo. Here's a 3-2 from Lugo. Got him looking. Strike 3 called. So Seth Lugo pitches an excellent 8th inning, striking out this side. Very nicely done by Seth. As the Braves go to another pitcher, it is time to face Darren O'Day, who in 7 innings has not given up a single run this year. Obviously, we know he has that funky delivery, and this is the guy that I have the worst timing with their swing, so this is not going to go well for me. Let's get Diaz warmed up for that 9th inning. Oh, man. Hold on, I was got him down. Good. Look at him throw down in the outfield. Braves are now down to their final out. Diaz throws a fastball right down the middle, flies it out to J.D. Davis, who's nowhere near the baseball, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Put it in the books. The New York Mets win a very interesting opening game of the series against the Atlanta Braves, 5-2. And what really was a battle of the bullpens. I mean, Jacob deGrom, I'm not able to go deep with him again because I just can't throw strikes with him. I can't put in the locations I want to. Takes forever to get hitters out. He was not fully rested coming into this game. His stamina rating is too low. So only got 5 innings out of him. The Braves pulled their starting pitcher in the 5th inning as well, so you knew that it was going to be a bullpen game for the rest of the game, and we were able to win a bullpen battle against the Atlanta Braves, which is not something that you would normally say. We're able to take advantage of their pitchers that aren't as well known, like A.J. Minter or Luke Jackson, but my guys really stepped up. Justin Wilson pitching a nice 6th inning. We had Dylan Betances come in for the 7th inning. Lugo pitched a great 8th inning, and then Diaz pitched an interesting 9th, but all in all, gets the job done, gets the save, and the bullpen didn't give up any runs, so, you know, that's big. It's unfortunate that the 2 runs are earned charged to deGrom, especially considering the error with Wilson Ramos that caused one of the runs to score. I know that didn't necessarily allow a base runner, but still, that allowed one of those runs to score. That definitely was unfortunate. But all in all, still was a good win for us. We'll take it. Ramos ended up throwing out true runners going to third base on, you know, dropped pitches or wild pitches, whatever you want to call them. And in the box score, Jake Marisnick had a big game. I promoted him to a leadoff spot since I was giving Rosario the day off and Alonso the day off, so I needed people to bump down the order to help the middle of the lineup. And Marisnick definitely stepped up, getting on base 4 times at that leadoff spot. And McNeil drove him home a couple of times with those 3 RBIs. Cano did a terrible job in the number 3 spot. I mean, the lefties just did not do well with Conforto either. Also going 0 for 3. There was my 3-4 combo. And even I said in the pregame, like my 3-4-5 combo still looks pretty good. And all of them went hitless. Ramos did have 3 hits to make up for that, so that definitely helped. Dom Smith got a hit. Still do not have a single hit with Eduardo Nunez. And the same goes for Matt Adams. And on the bench, we got nothing. Cespedes pinch hit nothing. Rosario pinch hit did nothing. And like I said, Matt Adams didn't do much. But we do take the first game of this series, so that's good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment what do you think about, the Mets matchups against the Atlanta Braves or anything else going on in sports or life in general. But until the next one, be safe, be smart, be healthy, and have a good one, everybody.